Good morning and welcome to this meditation session, and we're going to just start by getting ourselves comfortable and relaxed in whatever it is we're sitting in or lying down on. So really, meditation is all about allowing your mind to redirect its attention away from the constant thinking. And it's not just the worries that we want to switch our attention from, but also positive thoughts. Thoughts about holidays and family and pets even, or whatever it is that, creates a sort of positive feeling in your mind. It's not that there's anything wrong, obviously, with these thoughts. It's beautiful to have positive thoughts, but meditation is actually about stilling our mind from whatever we judge as positive or negative. So, in a sense, it can be seen as non-dualistic. We're not trying to foster positive thoughts, and we're not trying to suppress negative or positive thoughts. All we're simply doing is switching our attention for the period of the meditation to the here and now. And the here and now, after all, is all we really have. We all say, oh yeah, he's got a past, or we've got a past. But you don't actually have that. That is just a construct in your mind. And the criminal justice system is well aware of how, flawed memories can be. We actually remember what we want to remember and forget the rest. Or we perhaps cram it down into our subconscious mind. So meditation is just about allowing ourselves to become aware of now, the present moment. It's even difficult to say because we're so not used to doing it. The whole of the education system, the whole of all your self-help books will all tell you about planning and creating to-do lists. And they're all fantastic and fine, and they all have their place. But in meditation, it doesn't work to have a to-do list going on in your mind. We're taking a holiday from all that. When you go on holiday, you don't have faxes, faxes? God, that shows my age. We don't have emails, we don't have, necessarily, some people do, but we don't have the same distractions. And that's why we come back refreshed. If we can get rid of as many distractions as possible and simply enjoy whatever it is we're enjoying, the sea, the sun, the landscapes. These things refresh us because they're out of the ordinary. They're taking us away from what we'd normally be concerned about just for a week. Well, the great thing about meditation is you can have a holiday all crammed into 20 minutes, which is brilliant. And it really does have a help. Scientifically, it's been shown to relax, to reduce stress significantly. If you can actually practice meditation regularly, it really does have a scientifically proven effect on your levels of stress. It can also increase your dopamine in the sense that when you do rest your mind starts to function in a much more natural and efficient way, and it can bring great joy to your heart. And joy is usually accompanied by a sort of dose, if you like, of dopamine, which we all know is the happiness chemical in our bodies. But we're not doing it for that. We mustn't be thinking about that, really. We must be just thinking about switching our attention. That's it, switching our attention. So to help us to do that, we do all kinds of things, like we connect with our breathing, or we connect with the sensations we can feel in our bodies. So this morning we're going to do a combination of both. You can even use sounds. You could use visual stimulation. I don't know if you've seen these mindful colouring books. You can get lost in colouring patterns and things if that's your thing. In fact, actually, pretty much anything that helps you to anchor your mind, even just for 20 minutes, quarter of an hour even. Actually, do you know what? 1 minute is worth doing. If you can anchor your mind in the present moment, it's equivalent to, I'm not going to say how many minutes, it's not been scientifically proven or anything, but it can result in a long, like as if you've done it for a longer time. Or the impacts, the effects of it are as if you've gone on holiday or gone for a weekend somewhere. And the more you do it, the more you are able to switch your attention. And that's all you need to do. There's nothing else. Your natural mind will take over the rest. Your natural mind will go, thank goodness, at last. You've been putting me into overtime. And I'm not designed for this kind of onslaught, electrical onslaught. I'm not designed for that. I can do it, I can cope, I'll get through. Evolution's help me to cope with it, but at what cost? And now today we have so many distractions, so many things that we can get addicted to and become habitually addicted to. Social media, you know, all the usual stuff. It used to just be television, and now it's TikTok or Facebook or Instagram. So we're just going to take a moment just to relax our shoulders. Forget about all that we've just said. Forget it all for this moment, for these remaining 20 minutes. Make yourself comfortable in the chair. And just for a moment, feel yourself, feel the pressure points between whatever you're sitting or lying on, and really concentrate or switch your attention to those sensations. And sometimes it helps to close the eyes, so we do that. Remove any glasses. And we're just going to spend a moment switching our attention from whatever is going on in our mind to the sensations we can feel in those pressure points. It could be the buttocks, the thighs, the knees, the back of the knees. It could be the soles of your feet on the floor. And if you're lying down, perhaps the back of your head, your shoulders, your back, etc. And if you notice thoughts, just imagine that you're sitting on the bank of a river and you're at peace. It's a beautiful, warm, sunny day. And the brook is making a nice gurgling noise as it goes over the rocks. And you notice twigs and leaves floating in the river, flowing downstream. And you see the twig appear, and sometimes it gets lodged behind a rock, but then the pressure of the water pushes it along further, and off it goes into the distance. So meditation's a bit like looking at those twigs, those thoughts. They may get lodged for a little while, but just allowing your attention to come back again to the beautiful day, the water, a certain point in the river maybe, where there's a lovely sound of the water trickling over a rock. And all these distracting twigs going by, just let them go by. Just let your thoughts come and go. Don't try and jump in the river and stop them. They'll go naturally if you just switch your attention back again to the rock of the present moment. And at the present moment, you can feel your body. That's real, it's now. And it's a wonderful anchor for being present. Can you sense the weight of your body? Don't go anywhere with these thoughts, just simply see them as twigs and bring your attention back again. You may need to do this 1,000 times. I do assure you it gets easier the more you practice. And allow yourself to completely relax. Let your shoulders fall away from your ears. Find yourself in a really comfortable position. Imagine your body just melting into whatever you're sitting or lying on. Becoming one with it, one with the chair, one with the bed, one with the floor. Imagine the sensations of roots growing out of you into the ground, into the chair or bed. Really feel that anchoring, the gravity, the sensation. Only spend a moment on the visualization until you can really sense your body, and then focus on that. That's what's actually happening right now. Those nerve endings firing, letting you know that you are touching something solid, something that's stopping you from falling any further towards the earth. Feel that sensation. Doesn't matter what's going on in the outside world. Whatever noises occur, that's fine too. You can momentarily notice them. But if you start thinking about them, they're the twigs that we need to switch our attention away from in order to experience the present moment. And whilst we're experiencing that beautiful sensation of just being rooted to whatever it is we're sitting or lying on, just start to notice your breath. Notice how your breath is sensed in the body. You may notice a tingling in the nose, the sensation of the air rushing. And it's good practice to breathe in through your nose, with a nice straight back. Just relax though, but straight. So allow your lungs to fill, and you sense those lungs filling with air. We're not trying to take any deeper breaths particularly, just being aware of the breaths we are taking. All of a sudden you might notice your chest rising and falling, how that affects your back, your sides. Notice the sound your breath makes. Totally immerse yourself in the ebb and flow of your breath. Feel all that stress drain away and peace start to take over. Imagine your ears are hypersensitive and your normal breathing sounds like snoring, so loud. Fill your attention with your breath. And a sigh is so wonderful. It's your whole body just releasing tension. And if you're in the habit of taking short breaths, then see if you can make those breaths a little deeper, filling your whole lungs. Noticing the air going in, the sensations of your lungs expanding and falling back again. and try to relinquish any temptation to think in terms of judgments. Oh, is this working for me? Should I carry on? I can't really feel anything. These are perfectly reasonable thoughts, but just for this remainder of the meditation, just do an experiment and see if you can feel the reduction in stress, the relaxation through just being present to your breath. It can't do you any harm, and it's been shown to do an awful lot of good. Notice your breathing, tingling in your nose, your chest rise and fall. Nature, or whatever you believe in, couldn't have designed the body better. What a fantastic metronome for switching our attention from thinking to the present moment, just becoming aware of your breath. Some people find it helpful to breathe in the word in, and then on the out breath, just say the word out, just in your mind. Breathing in, out. Just say the words in your mind as you breathe in and out. And as we've come to the end of this meditation session, just again become aware of where you are, what you're sitting on or lying on. Maybe switching your attention now to those sensations again of weight and gravity, rootedness to the ground and the chair or the bed. And then just slowly start to open your eyes, gently, and become aware of the room you're in, what's in front of you. And it might be helpful to take a bit of a stretch. In whatever way works for you. Perhaps give your shoulders a bit of a roll. Again, noticing those sensations. Making nice big circles with your shoulders. And then perhaps let's do a neck roll. Very, very gently, just start to move your head to one side. Roll all the way up, very, very gently. The moment you feel your body in pain or rejecting this, just gently stop. Moving your chin towards your chest. And at all the time, just noticing those sensations and noises, any clicks and ticks. And stopping the moment you feel any discomfort. And you sit this out if you've got any particular neck problems. And then rolling back the other way. Very slow, very purposeful, very gently, no jerky movements. Wonderful. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this session and look forward to seeing you in the next session.